Twitch Stream Elements says, Sod Good is now live. Streaming The Outer Worlds, Spacer's Choice Edition, on PC, Twitch 720p/YouTube 1440p, Part 14, The Sold Through continues.
All right. So it looks like the Peril of Gorgon popped. It's just weird. So it's such backwards order. So now it looks like I'm gonna end up. You know, with it being the game being too easy, but oh well.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose. He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Well, yeah. I doubt this guy lost his arm filling out paperwork.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system. There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Welcome back, Cap. How can I... Goodbye.
What added that? So what's the story with Tartarus and Olympus? Here we go. Do I want to do Byzantium first? We got so many, you know what? Okay. Action quest. And we have these two. Wait. No. I thought it took Nyoka off.
So what if all those MSI suits made it up on our... I could do it.
Corporate technician walking around heavy weaponry.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
A Nova Burst? Wait, look how low the DPS is. Wow.
Can you believe I'm retiring?
I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's...
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism, know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star, and I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby!
Antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop will probably kill you.
Is that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Maybe it was more worried about her rings than her fingers. Is Mayfield still drinking?
Idiot's probably face down.
Please allow.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination...
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, marble and existential emptiness.
Success report. Profits are
Move along.
Promotions abound, thanks to your continued hard work.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
Damn.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Wow.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Wow.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about. That's it? You just want us to disappear now? Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time. Let's talk outside. Let's talk outside. Can we talk? Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube, I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'd love to know how you'd describe getting kneecapped. Uh-oh, it looks like we're in for a big talk. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind? If there's one thing you could say about Lucky Montoya, he was always at the center of a... Sure, like Ada said, he was a big name among... I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone. Pretty sure half of it was made... Exactly. There was just something about... He was always the center of a room, and he slapped the... Yeah. I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever... Hey, don't get used to it. What's on your... Sure. Something...
Keep him quiet, Cap. How'd you do that so fast?
That episode from a few weeks
Should be like plus 75%. And then an additional 50%. Wow.
Anti-Cleo's energizing ointment. Enjoy. Six cups worth of concentrated caffeine in every dollop.
I've always loved that sculpture.
Oh, look at all the pretty.
You, with the hips. Over here. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my... Marvelous! You and I are good. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress? Also, I expect you to model. My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an... I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast.
Oh, so I gotta go
the
get
armor
it.
of a marauder. And a full ensemble of spacer gear. Helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Fabulous!
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Material... Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? All right, Captain. Here is the absolute... There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and... And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't.
No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as... If I were an enterprising spacer in need of...
Groundbreaker, okay.
For...
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find?
Go back to Groundbreaker.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating it. You...
Of course I'm anticipating it. What if I shoot a friend on accident?
That's on account of your stance. You want to lean into it. Embrace it.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm so nervous. It's a shame about what happened.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Why do I gotta talk to... Oh.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I didn't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his... favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere.
No, come on, get...
Something you need?
There should have been a better way to change people. It won't let let me change.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're in.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, "Wow, new soap?" And I was like, "Yeah, rosish." Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh," real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap. We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
I say, all that screaming in the random hours of the night could dampen on the mood.
This looks like a place.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that... Oh, you mean hypothetically. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary, but you wouldn't actually do that, of course. Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Please, my policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well, I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Can we talk?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it. I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch. If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee. Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble? You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you. You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests. Don't mention it. Really. This feels weird enough as it is.
Oh boy. Hang on, my washer's going nuts. Huh. Wild. Damn thing is trying to dance across, you know. The so-called high-end top-load washers are great, but when they get off kilter, Jesus, this Samsung is just... I mean, I've had it for what? Well over 10 years now. I was hoping it would break so I can get rid of it. Alright, so that's all the... God damn it, there it is again. Fucking hate this thing. It's the spin cycle because it tries to, you know, when it's such a high RPM, even though it's on allegedly low. You know, these are the ones from years ago that had problems with their circuit boards. They would spin the shit out of everything. What was Samsung's fix for it? Oh, put a sticker. Why bother fixing the unit? I should have just replaced it in there and I didn't. Alright, anyways. Iconoclast. Who's the Iconoclast here on Monarch? I don't remember. Is that Cascadia? Armor. I want to say it was Amber Heights. Aha. Oh, okay. Guess I'm gonna just whack somebody, take their armor. I don't remember where the storefront was. Oh, you know what? They may have moved to Stellar Bay. I hate how everything has to be a maze nowadays.
Ugh, my stomach.
Guess we'll just run it. Then we come across some marauders. Like this dum-dum.
Here we go!
You hiding? You scared?
Nothing like a good tussle.
Where'd he go? They're like vaporized. Oh no, I may want to just not do this task.
go!
Don't mess with us.
Come out and play.
Dropped him like a bad habit.
Nice one.
Huh. Kind of disappointed. Huh? What do I have on Nyoka? She was in the heavy iconoclast armor. That's the iconoclast as the oh, this rifle kind of sucks. Shoots too slow. Oh, now the washer's claiming it's finished. Oh my god. Terrible. It makes me want to take a sledgehammer to it. Weird. It's like, what?
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable. Anyway, what can I do for you? Quite well. As a matter of fact, Zora is proving most capable. You should see the way she pounds the table and gets straight to the point. It makes for some rather exhilarating meetings. I know I had my concerns initially, but your instincts were right. Zora and her compatriots have become valuable and productive members of our community. And since we're back in the board's good graces, we've got real growth prospects to look forward to. What can I do for you?
Huh?
Zora's people don't take orders well. They seem like they can handle anything.
Didn't think I'd see Tucker here again.
Alright, I'm not gonna... Let's look at this store. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on it.
Something else.
Alright, I'm done. I'm not gonna search for this crap. I'm not gonna go farming for armor that's randomly generated somewhere. Let's just get to it. Let's see, should I go and do the other DLC? Let's go do this first. Yeah, I don't know why they put Tartarus and Olympus.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
I don't think you can ever go to those planets. Get out of here. It's poop. The needler. I guess we'll put this one back in for now. We can find something better. Wait, why am I could have just fast traveled. I don't know why I'm doing this. And the dodge in this game is about as useful as the one in the helicopter game I played.
Anti-Creo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free.
Dairy-free and nut-free.
Okay, gone quiet.
Hortense yells at me about bakery.
All right, now I gotta know. Slim and shine.
Do you think the privy's gold-plated too?
Downstairs? Outside. Ah.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Wow. Your alien mind tricks won't work on me.
My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
You're telling me this was all about vegetables? Attack!
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Oh, it just shows a lab full of preserved colleagues.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Trying to cover up instead. Attack! Colonists might get unrelieved. Throw food on their neck. Boys start. Ow! Dude, that's a crisis.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
Right.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Ooh, Friday, what do you...
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this... All this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
I hope you know what you're doing, Cap. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
We play the hacker species. So there really is no conspiracy.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Homo corpse attack. Oh man, see, I could bribe him. I got the money.
That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
Hey! Yeah, huh?
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools.
Okay.
So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep... Outstanding.
Okay. Wait, now what are we doing? Going back? Oh, we're going back to Groundbreaker? A lot of back and forth. I know after 42 hours, I mean, I'm ready to get to the end.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Bluster dies with a whimper.
CNP near maple syrup. Sweet breakfast.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file.
Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species?
You're just crazy. I'm killing invades your paranoia.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
I like her, Captain. Let's go before we have to paint this office with her blood.
Oh, they didn't do anything. That's weird.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
All that.
Consider this your warning.
Try something. Whew, that's a long reload. Okay, you two. Well, you can't see me from there, so. Alright. You could from there, that's interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna revert, but oh, she didn't have anything on her. Calling ship guard armor? Why would the board reputation go down? Oh, I was gonna snipe you from here. We'll reload here in a second. Sometimes it's fun just to rampage. Yeah. Oh, they all de-aggroed. Man, this is a low-level area. Oh no, not June Lee!
Adjacent unit beginning security patrol.
Oh well. I had my fun. They're so low level, I'm one tapping them. Blood and revenge. Titus Androidicus. Alright. Oh, I think I went to the wrong spot. I did. Finish his contact. Ooh, excuse me. Let's go do Gorgon real quick. We can probably knock that out real quick. Well, allegedly. I mean, it's weird that this one starts so late in the game.
Welcome to Ambrose Manor.
Whereas the other one started so early, and I struggled through that. Yeah, still on hard.
We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Don't worry, little fella. We're mostly law-abiding folk. Oh no, we should check to see he's all right.
Been there, little guy.
See, we really need like a light. Kitchen key card. Ah, damn it.
Playing, canned responses.
Oh! Tough ass rats. Wait, is this worth it? 38 bits, weapon parts, a mag? No, it's not worth it. Not for 5 lockpicks. Cares if I have them.
Please remember.
As it was before the fall. Alright. I think for a lot of these, some of these games like this that are Bethesda-ized or whatever, BioWare-ized, they go a little overboard with the dialogue. It's like, just give me the concise dialogue I need. All the extra exposition just starts to I get bored after a while. This is kind of neat. Tranquility Garden, I messed up your garden. Yeah, I got like 300k XP just for completing one mission.
Big empty windows.
For the last DLC. It was crazy.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
Keep your guard up. Could be all manner of surprises in there.
See you. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be some kind of TV show. I'm sure I'm way over leveled for it. I'm like 37 now, thanks to the other DLC.
I take it back. Ain't nothing here but memories.
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
Always do the hack stuff. See how we use, I mean, if you didn't have hack, How would you know that you can go back and find the key card way back in the very beginning? That's... I'm assuming I'm supposed to come in here later for something. How do you get that?
So who the devil are you? You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain. I'm sure we have much to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass to Gorgon. To Gorgon. May cosmic winds shepherd her to the nearest star.
That did not look like whiskey. I don't know what the hell you're drinking, lady, but that ain't whiskey.
Short and call me Minnie. Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Huh.
A severed arm. How positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop? Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles. But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now? I sent Lucky on a dangerous mission to the Gorgon asteroid. Whoever found his remains must have wanted to inform the next of kin. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback. Funny that you should bring that up. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home?
Right.
Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
You're awful quick to trust a bunch of strangers that broke into your home.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type.
Uh-huh.
Incidentally, someone good with their hands. I like my employees well-groomed. Appearances are everything in high school. The man lost an arm. What are the odds of that happening twice? Of course, Gorgon is a treacherous place, and my own family's involvement with it has been fraught. Allow me to lay out the facts, and you can decide for yourself if you want to be my chief investigator. My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility. She was brilliant, the top scientist in her field, until tragedy struck. One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on me. Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying.
Project Gorgon.
Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light, even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Oh. No, I have no questions about this job. Oh my god. Daniel Corporation sounds like my kind of job.
I admire your enthusiasm. This manor has echoed with my own we, and I can feel you breathing new life into the walls.
Your old what?
Pack a weapon you trust.
We?
The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks. There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
Ought to stop in and taste the local flavor.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound? Finally, I get to put my inheritance to work. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down.
Oh, I was going to anyways.
I want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Salvage rights and a paycheck? This is almost too good to be true.
Yep.
Diagnostic.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
I was gonna say, I hope this is shorter than the other DLC, but
Hey, is that a saloon? I feel better already.
I'm feeling it's not gonna be anything.
I got supplies if you need them. No one lasts long on Gorgon unprepared.
They'll never see us.
Is that what my thoughts sound like? Law, I've been standing near that alarm too long. You looking for supply, stranger? Let's stock up here. If you run low on bullets out in Gorgon's far reaches, there ain't no one round here liable to help you out. Let me know if you're looking for something particular. Found a pickaxe in the mine like none I've ever seen before.
Oh, I repaired. God damn it! I didn't mean to repair it. That's waste. $1,000 bits for what?
You have an unpaid balance. This unit is watching.
Do I? I don't think I do.
Come here. Let's have a chat. All right, inspection time. Look at my eyes for as long as you can without blinking. Starting now. Good. Look up. Now look down. You're doing swell.
You look
Now,
stupid.
Name and occupation. Good enough for me. You're cleared to pass. That was a sanity check. If you had changed like the others, it'd be in your eyes. You'd also be drooling, cursing, and making a mess of the place. Welcome to the Sprat Shack. You can head on downstairs. Every day, salvagers and scrappers set out to comb the ruins and make their fortune. The ones who come back, they aren't always the same men or women who left. They change. Never for the better. Stay cool.
I mean, I can appreciate the exposition, but sometimes, you know, at least a little bit. Like I said, it's just too much.
Oh, ugh. This place smells like Felix's birth.
Gross.
Since I had a good trip of kale. Hope they've got it on tap.
Welcome to the Sprat Shack. First one's on the house, and I won't even water it down. What'll it be? Bottoms up. I assume you're here for salvage. Can't help you there. This ain't exactly a library. Most of my regulars are sublight scavengers. They pick over the ruins of Gorgon, spend their earnings at the bar, and head back out the next day. Vicious cycle, but that's life. You're the first new face I've seen in a while. Lucky. Sure, I knew him. He could get a little dramatic at times, but he was a good guy. Heard he took on a dangerous job. Spent a lot of time coming and going from the Office of Creative Incubation, just down the road.
Creative incubation?
That's where the top rungers at Spacer's Choice came up with slogans and marketing. Lucky never told me why it was so important. Awful shame about what happened to him. You know about that? Huh. Word must travel fast around these parts. Last I saw of Lucky was a few days ago. I went outside for a smoke and a stroll, and I saw this wild canid dragging a bloody limb. So I kicked the canid, scared it off. 3rd floor. Once I figured he wasn't coming back to pay his tab, I left his room unlocked to air it out. You can help yourself to anything you left behind. Fair warning, I've been letting the regulars use it for a quick lie down. Just wash your hands when you're done. Trust me.
Gross.
Good.
Are you my agent on the ground? I've been sent to meet a certain someone about a...
Deft hands, Cap.
Did you bring the payment?
Do you think the folks here like strangers? 'Cause some of them are looking at us.
I'm gonna love this place.
Huh, who's this now? Wonder if they could... Nah, who am I kidding? Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook. She tell you I was a journalist back in Byzantium? Got into reporting thinking I was gonna be some sort of public intellectual. What a joke. Spent 95% of my time playing real life. If you're going back out there, do you think you'd be willing to do an old bastard a small favor?
Not a chance. Details very permanent. Sure.
You know, that reminds me. I don't think you've ever actually paid me.
Well, I've been trying to get away from this rock for 5 lobby-fucked years, but I can't stay gone. I was doing an interview series for Spacer's Choice. Recorded them all on these little portable phonographs. But when everything fell to shit, Spacer's Choice wouldn't let me leave. Terms of my reporting contract unmet, they said. Right on the money. Look at me, I'm no fighter.
Oh crap, it's 3 o'clock.
But you're just the right amount of rough around the edges. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Okay.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance. You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room. The final one is in human inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B. Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
What's the story with this place anyhow?
No. That's weird. Oh, I guess, well, whatever. Guess you can't get up there. It looks like you can. Who's this guy? All right.
Ain't working. It's too tough.
Huh. Weird. Anyways, I got some things I gotta do around the house for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I'll be on a little bit later on, and y'all have a good morning, good evening, good night. It'll be, I don't know, 7:30ish, 8ish Central Time.